Wyoming legislators propose EV ban. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not something that you see every day. I woke up earlier on, was reading through the news, all of the latest EV news. There was a few bits and pieces that came out today. EV is doing very, very poorly today, largely just because a lot of EV has done really, really well over the last few days, week, 2 weeks even. But anyway, I read this headline, okay, and I just thought it was a bit insane. I thought I need to speak about this, need to make a bit of a video about it. But no, this is true. Wyoming legislators propose an EV ban, and it's in an apparent dig at California's efforts to phase out internal combustion engines by 2035. Wyoming state legislators have proposed a ban on EVs in the state by the same date. Now, it's not going to happen, realistically. It never is, but we're going to speak about why they're doing this, the actual points that they have to make. It's not just a headline for the sake of it. They're trying to make waves in the way of, people demonizing oil and gas and things of the likes, and that is what we're going to speak about. If you don't know what they are speaking in reference to, you probably should, but California are set to ban new gas car sales by 2035. So they're trying to, weed out, standard cars, internal combustion engine type vehicles, and have more and more EVs come in. And then by the time 2035 comes around, they want all new car sales to be EV exclusively. So right before we get into that, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button for your boy for an early upload? I would appreciate it. And please subscribe if you're new around here and end up in this video for more content, because why not? Also, I am now working with Webull once again, so if you are from the US and like free money, listen up. All you gotta do is click the link in the pinned comment down below, sign up to Webull. You get 2 free stocks just for signing up, and once you deposit $100, you can get up to 10 more free shares, valued up to a maximum of $3,000 each, and a minimum of, I believe, $7 each. So there is free money just waiting for you guys there. But anyway, this bill was sponsored by 6 GOP lawmakers, suggests not only that EV sales be phased out over the next 12 years, similarly to the way California want to phase them in over the next 12 years, but that sales are limited up to that point. The bill also proposes that the resolution is sent to the President, the Speaker of the US House of Representatives, the Governor of Wyoming, and the Governor of California, among others. Now again, guys, when you read into this a little bit more, you can see it's largely a publicity stunt, and again, you don't think it's really ever going to happen. But they go on to say electric vehicles are impractical and their batteries hog precious resources. Now, obviously, everybody knows in the EV world, yes, the precious resources are very precious to us. We need them for the batteries and things of the like. Fox Business reported the bill would protect a state economy largely fueled by gas and oil. So Wyoming is the country's 8th largest crude oil producer. But then State Senator Jim Anderson, who introduced the bill, said he doesn't actually want electric vehicle sales to be phased out. The resolution pushes the legislator to seek just that. He says, I don't have a problem with electric vehicles at all. Anyone who wants to buy an electric vehicle should have the freedom to, adding that his friends and family members have them. Instead, his resolution was motivated by California's move that all new vehicles should be EV. I have a problem with somebody saying, don't buy any more petroleum vehicles. Adding that he introduced the bill just to get the message out that we're not happy with the states that are outlawing our vehicles. I understand this, but again, the reason I wanted to make this video is you don't really see this. You don't see very much pushback at all from anybody, particularly in the US, when it comes to these EV vehicles. So go through the effort to propose an EV ban, even if they're not all that serious about it, just shows that, not everybody is fully accepting of it just yet. So as is often the case with other regulations passed by the economic behemoth that is California, the ban is likely to affect the automotive industry nationwide. 100%. We already have seen other regions say that they want to, join in with, California banning new gas sales by 2035. The resolution allows for the sales of used gas-powered cars and a limited number of new plug-in hybrids, whereas California's law would force people to buy electric cars. And yeah, that is the plan. But I mean, as the world goes on, things change. And the main types of vehicles people use change. It's happened every single few decades or every century or so for as long as the first form of transport has been there. I'm sure there was a lot of people who didn't believe in gas-powered cars at the start and want to stick with their horse and carriage. And now very rarely do you see a horse and carriage. I'm in Ireland. This is probably the only place you'll see it outside of, somewhere like Central Park in New York, and that's just a tourist thing. So despite Anderson's empathy for people who choose to drive the electric vehicles, This outlines a list of reasons against them and in support of gas-powered. Since its invention, the gas-powered vehicle has enabled the state's industries and businesses to engage in commerce and transport goods and resources more efficiently throughout the country. Wyoming's vast stretches of highway, coupled with a lack of electric vehicle charging infrastructure, make the widespread use of electric vehicles impractical for the state. But again, guys, I mean, come on, is this really a point? When it comes to 2035, the infrastructure is going to be so much more set in stone. It's going to be near impossible to not make any journey you want extraordinarily conveniently by the time 2035 is around, by the time the infrastructure is there. We already see our charge points working with pretty much so many of the big names in the US. You also do see it with your likes of Blinks, your EV Goes even. The infrastructure has come on so far in the last even 2 or 3 years. Imagine where it's going to be in another decade. This is not going to be a problem for anyone. So yes, as of right now, in a lot of places, having a gas-powered vehicle is so much more convenient than an EV. For a lot of people, it will not be the case. And I'm sure it will be argued that EVs will be even more convenient, and yes, I don't say that lightly, than gas vehicles when all of the infrastructure is in place. Discontinuing sales of electric vehicles, it continues, will ensure the stability of Wyoming's oil and gas industry and will help preserve the country's critical minerals for vital purposes. I mean, look, guys, when it comes to the precious metal side of things, at the very least, they are still going to be needed. They're going to be there. Their oil and gas industry is still going to be there. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think that realistically, the legislators understand this. They just want to, you know, take a drastic action, have a big headline that's going to catch people's eyes, maybe some other governors' eyes from different states, and just get people having a conversation. I really feel like that is what they are trying to do here. Wyoming's mining industry is mostly known for extracting coal. It supplies up to 40% of natural demand for coal, according to the Bureau of Land Management. The state also contains reserves of resources such as cobalt, which again could be useful with our EVs, graphite, both of which are used in electric vehicle batteries. So, you know, to an extent, they should want some EV cars out there. They shouldn't want to wean them off the roads, at least not this quickly. Maybe make an argument when you're out of your graphite and cobalt. They also are set to receive nearly $24 million over 5 years from the federal government to improve charging infrastructure. I mean, as every single state is, they're all getting their share. There is a lot of money going in for infrastructure provided by the government. Along Interstates 80, 25, and 90, the State Transportation Department said in June. Electric cars are of great benefit to Wyoming, said Mark Geller, spokesman for Electric Vehicle Association, a California-based non-profit that advocates for the use of EVs. Anderson said it'd be nice for the state to mine materials for electric vehicle batteries, but he raised concerns about where the batteries end up when they are disposed. I mean, I think that's a very much so a cop-out, where there's a lot of things get disposed that are due to, you know, everything else they're doing at the moment already. Anything to do with oil and gas, it's not really a real point. Instead of banning electric cars, Geller jokes, maybe we should ban all cars and go back to horses. So look, that really is what's going on here, guys. I did find it very interesting. You'll see that the EV market is getting destroyed today. It's nothing to do with this whatsoever. Again, most EV has been on a really, really nice run for a couple of weeks. A pullback was expected. I personally didn't think we were going to get one that was this harsh, this quickly at least. If it was going to happen, I thought it would have been over a slightly longer period of time. But who knows, maybe after this pullback, some, you know, stocks can chill out a little bit. Some of our technicals can get a little bit better. As long as we make some higher lows on some of these stocks that just started uptrending again, we could just set the next leg up. But anyway, guys, if you watched this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed, all I ask is you hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And again, if you want that free money courtesy of Webull, all you gotta do is hit that link down in the description, sign up, deposit $100, and that's it. It's that simple. And again, you can take that $100 back out later on. You are not inclined to stay there forever. You don't have to trade the money through a million times, but they are a fantastic brokerage, and I recommend you do use them. Anyway, my friends, I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.